I would encourage them if they have a pregnancy that's wasn't planned, to go through with it. Let that unborn child be born, and if at that time you don't feel like you can care for it, you don't have the means or the wherewithal, then Sarah and I will take that baby.
Michigan head coach Jim Harbaugh thought he did something here, when really, just like these folks, it's a creepy approach.
Any player on our team, any female staff member, any staff member, or anybody in our family or our extended family that doesn't feel like after they have a baby that they can take care of for it, we got a big house, we'll raise that baby, because it's too big of an issue for that. I mean, it's a life or death type of issue.
No, it's not. Harbaugh, though, is showing himself. As we all know, the right-wing Supreme Court, with help from the Federalist Society, overturned Roe v. Wade. As head coach at the University of Michigan, Jim Harbaugh is the state's highest paid employee. And here's the thing. As the state's highest paid employee, he has made preposterous statements on this subject in the past. At the outset of the pandemic, Harbaugh implied that he believed COVID-19 was God's punishment for legalized abortion, wrote SF Gates' Dennis Young. In the ESPN interview, Harbaugh was casually dismissive of the risks of pregnancy or the right to simply not be pregnant.
Recently, you made an appearance and spoke at a pro-life charity event. Why did you think that was important to do? And did you receive criticism, support after that appearance?
Yeah, like you said, I mean, faith, family, football, those are my priorities.
That event Harbaugh spoke at was a Catholic anti-abortion fundraiser called the Plymouth Right to Life Benefit Dinner. He repeatedly spouted how abortion is sinful and flimsily claiming to be the moral authority of being pro-life. The event, according to DetroitCatholic.com, was sold out. Harbaugh talked about the U.S. government making decisions for the greater good and made it clear he believes the rights of a fetus are simply more important than those of a pregnant person. Yes, there are conflicts between the legitimate rights of the mother and the rights of the unborn child, Harbaugh said as keynote speaker. One resolution might involve incredible hardship for the mother, family, and society. Another results in the death of an unborn person. University president Mary Sue Coleman could not have disagreed more with Coach Harbaugh. After the controversial ruling by SCOTUS, Coleman said, "I strongly support access to abortion services, and I will do everything in my power as president to ensure we continue to provide this critically important care." Detroit native Jamil Hill wrote on Twitter, "This might be a difficult concept for Jim Harbaugh or any anti-choice person to grasp. But if you don't want an abortion, just don't get one. Not that hard." Then there was this hypocrisy. "If someone believes in what they stand for, they are choosing to stand for that position. And what kind of person are you if you don't fight tooth and nail for what you stand for?" said Harbaugh. "You get to change hearts by fighting for what you stand for." It's worth pointing out who he says he is. A coach who doesn't care about the health or autonomy of anyone in his orbit or anyone at all who gets pregnant. Asked by ESPN at Big Ten Media Days about his comments, Harbaugh said he considers abortion to be the most horrendous thing I could possibly conceive. This followed his speech at the anti-abortion event where he uttered, "And lastly, abortion. We talk about sanctity of life, yet we live in a society that aborts babies. There can't be anything more horrendous." Blogger Chris Thompson wrote for Defector, "Harbaugh, a practicing Catholic, believes that abortion at any point after conception is immoral on the grounds that embryos, crude cell clusters, which are very often discarded preterm via the perfectly common biological process of natural pregnancy loss, are in fact amazing gifts from God to make this world a better place, and which, in his view, are filled with potential talent, dreams, and love." A description which comes alarmingly close to just using the word homunculus. And on his "we'll take your baby" line, B.W. Carlin wrote, "Yes, I'm sure that Jim Harbaugh would raise every single unplanned pregnancy of 100 plus college football players every season for the last 8 years, as well as the 13 years of his professional coaching career before that. What a stupid thing to say. Katie Duffy would add, yeah, because every time I'm about to make a medical decision about my own body, I think, what would Jim Harbaugh do? P.S. Forced birth is not courage.